Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the new show of Piece by Piece. It is the first show of the new year, and me and Paulo are back again.
2020.
2020. Feels like a very long year already.
It just started.
There's
so many things that are happening.
That is
in
true.
The world.
That is true. In the world, everywhere. Yeah. The first month was...
Wow.
Yeah.
We're yeah. I was gonna say we're still in the first month, but yeah, it's the 1st of February now, and the first month was pretty wild.
We are 6 months in, and we're in the second month. So anyway, yes, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for subscribing and liking the videos and being on the Instagram, if you will. And I'm trying to get better at that with the...
we have social media now, that's right. Instagram, Asa's running the Instagram page.
Trying
to. He's doing pretty good about it. You want to get this show on the road?
I do. We, as somewhat promised, have a guest. We got it that close, but I'm not going to explain that. We have our first guest. He is a good friend of Paulo's. Mm-hmm. And I will let you get him and bring him out.
Yeah, the guest it happened very suddenly, and it was kind of last minute, but I think we got him.
So hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Here we go. Get. Oh, sit. Hold on. Wait. Fucking. Right there. Sit down. God.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Caleb, welcome to the show.
This is Caleb. He is on the show here. You're gonna have to pay for that. He is our first guest of the new year. What's up, Caleb? How are you? Y'all know each other a little bit more than we're newly acquainted. We're not newlyweds. Sorry. Anyway, how do we know Caleb?
I don't know. How do I know you?
Well, you were my brother's friend.
Was I though? I don't know.
You knew him.
I knew your brother.
Was I though?
Well, you were at my house for some reason. We were having some sort of party.
So that's right. We were having like a party or something. I've known Caleb since high school, I think. Well, I've known about you since junior high because I was friends with your brothers first. But I didn't really like talk to you because we've had like other friends in our group, and I didn't really interact with Caleb. Kind of thought he was a little weird.
But then he wormed his way in there.
I wormed my way in.
Oh. Okay.
So we went to the same high school. We went to the same junior high.
Dayton Junior?
Yes. Yeah. We went to the same junior high. We went to the same high school. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was like late high school too. It wasn't until like junior year.
Something like that, yeah.
It wasn't until like junior year that we actually like met because I went over to Caleb's house. I think you're right. It was for like a party or something, and I saw Caleb in his room playing World of Warcraft, and I was like, this guy.
What's up?
What's up, buddy? I was like looking over your shoulder.
Paulo says nothing. He just slowly like walks in the room and just stands over you. All right.
I mean,
kind of.
I mean, look. How do you initiate a conversation like that? I've never.
Not like that.
I've never met this guy in my life.
You kind of just came up. You looked over my shoulder. You're like, hey.
It literally went exactly like that. I've never talked to Caleb a lot in my life up to that point, and then I was like, hey, you play World of Warcraft too? And you're like,
it would have been funnier if you just stood there and like he knows you're standing there, and then not say anything, and then just walk out. Like, all right. So that happened.
So we met through your brother and because you liked World of Warcraft just as I did. But you knew about it like way more than I did because whenever I started asking him and his brother, because both of them play World of Warcraft, whenever I asked you guys about like questions and stuff, you knew like way more about lore and stuff.
Yeah.
See, y'all talking a little bit about games that I don't know about, but
Would you play in high school?
sorry, I had a bad joke.
What video games did you play in high school, Asa?
Video games, not really anything.
You play video games in high school?
No.
What else do you do with your time in high school?
I mean, honestly, right?
Yeah.
Like high school was like.
I was so bored after school. Like, all I can do is play video games or like hang out with friends.
No, I didn't play
You
anything.
making films?
I was.
You playing football?
No, I was.
Running track. Something productive.
Me running. Come on. I was.
Saw you run up the stairs once.
I ran up the stairs
Once?
once.
Yeah.
When?
You ended up in the ER afterwards. You don't remember. It's okay.
It took so much out of me. I would watch a lot of TV. That'd be me. I get home, make my couple of sandwiches, watch TV,
My
do loads of homework, watch more TV.
my mom didn't like us watching TV. We actually got our cable cut because we had like cartoons.
Dang.
Like there was like the cartoons were getting like a little violent, I guess, and just kind of weird. And she was like, "Yeah, no." So we just cut it. So we were watching like PBS at 8 a.m. from 8 to like noon.
High school?
Yeah, from like 8 to noon, and then that was
high
kind of
school?
it. That was everything else was just kind of like Channel 13 or Full House. I don't know. I didn't really care about it.
Probably was like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really a TV watcher
Yeah.
anyways. It was just whenever I did watch it. It was
I
just
didn't
kind
watch
of like,
TV much after like elementary school.
yeah, I was never playing.
I
computer
think I
games.
got more into TV. I mean, that's what I do. So I got more into it as I got older. So y'all went the other way.
Yeah, I went.
deeper
I think I
into
went the other way. I stared like really young. I did like watching TV and all the cartoons, and then I moved away from TV and started playing more video games. And then just like I didn't even bother watching TV anymore. All I was doing was just playing video games after high school.
I watched a lot too. I had like several shows a week that I would have to DVR.
What's your favorite show?
My favorite show? Oh, I don't know. Now I don't know.
Oh.
Because now I'm actually, strangely, I'm kind of falling back away from. I still watch a lot of TV, but it's not like TV that's like on now. It's a bunch of older shows and older movies.
Is
And
Three's
stuff.
Company? Three's Company?
That's exactly. That's what's in the DVD player. Yes, I have a DVD player.
Friends?
Friends. Well, I mean, it's on like 24 hours a day, so. But yeah, a lot of older shows. Don't judge me.
No, you're getting judged. Right there. They came out with a movie.
Yeah.
Did you watch the World of Warcraft movie?
Yes, I did.
I loved it. I thought it was great.
It was pretty cool.
I thought it was freaking
It
awesome.
wasn't like a great movie.
No, it
but
was a
so
great
fun
movie.
to watch.
No. It was a great. Shit. Yeah, you're right. It was a great fun watch. It was a
It
great
was like
movie.
watching a YouTube
Was it a
video.
great? It was like just watching one big cinematic,
Yeah.
which I wasn't entirely like not on board with. You know what I mean? Like
It was cool.
it was cool.
I liked watching it,
It was
but
cool.
I'm not really planning on watching it again.
So you're telling me the movie wasn't the best movie itself, but it was fun to see the game be played out in a movie form.
I just thought it was pretty. I liked recognizing all the characters. Be like, hey, there's that guy. Does the movie take place in like modern WoW, or is it back in
The
like
movie
classic?
is the first. It's the story of the first Warcraft game. So there was Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2, then Warcraft 3, then World of Warcraft, and the movie's all the way back to Warcraft 1.
All the way back in World of Warcraft, like very first.
Yeah, like the
start.
first Warcraft game they ever made.
Oh, dang, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that was a movie.
I thought it took back like in classic, like before the actual like World of Warcraft RPG stuff. But Warcraft 1, and that's like the Warcraft series is like that, like what is that?
The real-time strategy.
The RTS. That's what it was. I never got into those.
Yeah, I loved playing Warcraft 3 when I was younger. I would just stay up like all night playing custom maps and just fighting bots.
Did you hear about that? Blizzard now they're gonna be what is it? if you make custom maps on Warcraft 3 that they own all of that.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Basically, they didn't like the fact that they lost the rights to Dota 2 to Valve.
Yeah.
Because the original Dota was made in the Warcraft 3 like map editor. It was a custom game. And Blizzard lost out on a lot of money from that, so they decided that they were going to make anything you create would be their intellectual property.
Yeah. Now explain it to Asa.
Hold on. We only have 13 minutes.
Well, okay, so like Warcraft 3, like back whenever, like you said, whenever you playing the custom games, it was cool because it was like a normal like game mode. But then I know that there was like a big community around just like making custom games because they gave you the tools.
So like you build your own stuff, map.
Yeah, basically use the game engine. You could build your own map. You could like make mechanics in the game.
Change the rules. Like they gave you the tools to kind of like rearrange it how you wanted.
Kinda
somebody,
you're all over the world then.
Yeah,
Obviously.
kind of. And somebody made a game called Dota using Warcraft 3, and then I don't know what did he do. Like
Valve bought the rights to it and then made Dota 2 out of it.
Yeah. So.
But the company that made World of Warcraft got nothing from it because it wasn't technically.
It was the person who made its intellectual property.
So
and
then the company changed.
Yeah, but now in the newest, like the remastered release, or whatever it's called,
Warcraft 3 remastered.
Warcraft 3.
I wouldn't call it a release, more like a open alpha.
They made it so that anything y'all would make is their property.
Yeah, so you can't do that same thing again
And
because
that's the thing, like you said, play testing. You know, they go through and they run. I thought every company would have.
See,
to do
I
that,
feel like
don't they?
I kind of think that too. Like, don't they have that where they have people to play test the game?
And the thing is, like, I was gonna pre-order it because I usually don't ever pre-order games. But I was thinking to myself, how can they mess this up? They're literally just putting old textures.
What could go wrong?
They're literally just putting new textures on an old game.
Right, it's just a remastered
and like
game.
fixing a few mechanics.
Yeah. So there's just a bunch of broken stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying, that like a lot of people are saying now that like big companies who do that should definitely just be illegal, because there's a lot of games that are coming out half finished, selling at full price, and then the companies are just kind of slowly fixing it throughout the span. So
And that's why I don't pre-order anything anymore, because they make so much money off of the pre-order that
they do.
half the time they don't even fix the game when it comes out. They release it half finished because they already made more than their quota off the pre-order, so they don't need to worry about it anymore.
It all comes down to money, don't it?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Video games used to be like made for people to enjoy, not necessarily to make money.
Yeah.
So like they would take the companies would take the money they earned and put it towards more video games.
Well, I mean, now
enjoy it. It was an art form.
Yeah, but like now it's like well, yeah, I completely agree with that. It was an art form, and it was like, you know, they were making games to be entertaining and make money, profit, obviously, because if you're making a game, you still want to make profit. But
art, you said art form, it made me think. You draw your art,
Yes.
right? Okay, do you? Occasionally. Okay, would y'all ever be interested in like drawing and doing stuff for video games, like the animation and stuff for that?
well, I do animation, primarily 2D, but I am learning 3D animation, where if I wanted that option, I could. I would have that option, so like, you know, character model and character rig and make animation for video games. You know, honestly, I don't know. I've thought about it a little bit, being like, you know, it'd be cool to be in a video game industry making games and stuff, but there's just so much
That goes into it.
there's so much that goes into it. There's so much bashing.
World of Warcraft has gone. I still enjoy playing it here and there, but like it's not as fun as it used to be.
Yeah.
And you can tell like the art team really cares, and like the game looks amazing now, and it's on like a 15-year-old engine.
Yeah.
And it still looks good, but the game, like the mechanics and everything else is just balanced around making people play longer over a wider span of time, so they pay more in subscription.
Or DLC. Release like the base game, just make it like really grindy, and then just release like parts.
Little bits that you
Little
get to buy
bits.
along the way.
$15 here, $15 there.
It adds up.
That whole like EA thing with Battlefront 2, man. That's just crazy.
I don't play a lot of games, as y'all know, but I did play, or do a little bit,
Call of
little
Duty.
bit. Call of Duty.
Love Call of Duty.
See, I think it's weird because usually Call of Duty used to be the game everybody laughed at for just releasing the same game.
I know, and now
every
Modern
year.
Warfare came out, and everybody's like, "This is the best Call of Duty that's came out in such a long time."
Like Call
Because
of
they're
Duty,
doing it all right.
Call
right
of
now.
Duty is one of the like AAA franchises IPs that's actually doing well for itself now.
Yeah. I know that. I know what you're saying. Like, I played Call of Duty, like Black Ops, and like all the older ones.
Yeah.
And then like they started coming out more, like Infinity Warfare and all these, and they just kind of like started churning them out. And they were obviously not really like making a game to play. They were just making another. They were just making another game, another way to make money. But then like this newer one came out, and it really seemed like they really cared about it. There's a lot of there's less pay extra to play the game, and it's more just like pay once and you enjoy the game for what it is.
So then you pay for the next game.
Yes.
See, that's why all these
So
game
that way they
companies
can
are
hold
losing
you
their
on.
money because they're not making games that people enjoy. They're making games that people are gonna spend money on. But then when people realize they're just spending money to spend money on the game,
Yeah.
they're not gonna keep spending money because they don't enjoy it.
Yeah. What was the last Call of Duty you played?
That's the thing. You were going through that list there, and I can't remember. It's in that stack over there, but I can't remember what it was. There was one that I had to take back because I get it. I put it in the thing. I'm gonna start where I was gonna start playing, but the whole thing was in French. The words, the words on it, the dialogue, the voices, whatever, and everything was in French. And I thought, oh,
Like
maybe
the language menu thing was changed to French.
everything was French.
I'm saying like you couldn't have like changed
No.
like the it was just made in French.
It was
There
French,
was a
and
French
I couldn't.
release.
And then I looked at the back of the case.
What system was it for? You said in that pile? The Wii?
Oh no, it was Xbox actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, it was
French?
Xbox.
Playing French
And-
Call of Duty on the Wii.
And-
Live.
Wow. It
That's a
was
little low.
doors right there.
Yeah, I'm a true gamer. I play French Call of Duty on the Wii. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do anything.
Just
but
like I'm in the real French army.
But I'm having the time of my life.
Yeah, it's awesome. No, so the whole thing was in French. I was like, maybe the TV settings were wrong. Everything else was fine. I looked at the back of the box. That was in French. I was like, oh. So I had somehow got a French version of Call of Duty. Had no idea what it said. I didn't know, I figured, well, talking's not the biggest part in it, I guess. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. I'm only supposed to shoot people.
I'm supposed to shoot people,
I don't need
but I
to
couldn't
listen to
even.
the
I couldn't even go and start the game because I didn't know what it said. But anyway, yeah. So that was that. But other than that, I don't play a whole lot. The only games I do play are like super low level, just because I want like a racing game or a football here and there. They're all
I like those.
bad pixelated,
I like a football game.
like a game nobody's really ever heard of. But like,
I literally
it
only
might
play
be fun.
sports games with people who like sports.
I had this one fishing game on my Nintendo 64. That was pretty. I never figured out how it worked.
Did you ever catch anything?
I don't think so.
You ever did skills transfer from there into real life?
No, absolutely not.
It's a complete waste of time then.
Yeah.
No, I threw my controller in the water and I didn't get a damn thing.
Threw the DS in the water.
He fucking just floated there like a dumb bitch.
Perfect. No,
I was dragging
You
here
say
against my
random.
will. I don't know what's going on.
Give me
fuck,
an
I
R.
forgot about that.
Do what?
Segue, random topic. Segue!
Random.
I'm not here out of my own free will.
I also love Uno.
Son of a bitch. Get your ass.
We'll cut it right there.
I also love Uno.
While he's untangling the string.
Okay, random topic is card games.
Card games. Not video games, card games.
Card games, yes. The
Let's three. What's your favorite
Instead
card
of
game?
spending money, you make money, and then you spend more.
well, I don't know if you're playing Uno.
If you're playing Uno, you lose friends instead of money.
Yeah,
No, if you're playing Monopoly, you lose friends.
you lose friends and money.
That's a double whammy.
Okay, random topic card games. Caleb, favorite card game, go.
Texas Hold'em.
Okay. Asa?
I'd say poker. I know Texas Hold'em is a form of poker, obviously, but it's always interesting when it involves clothing instead of money. You know, little
I love Uno. I think Uno's pretty great.
But Uno is a good one. We actually played that the other day.
Texas Hold'em, or just like poker in general, is too confusing for me. There's a lot of like card combinations that you need to know.
Yeah, like all the different hands.
Yeah.
And there are little rules you have to follow. Like in Uno, obviously, everybody argues about the rules every time I play.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
like,
every Uno game that I played, it's always been a different.
That's
like,
Monopoly for me.
There's always been like
always
a
argue.
different rule, a different rule set.
Yeah, it's kind of the same in Texas Hold'em. Like
Everybody
there's so
always-
many different ways to play them. Like between different like bars and stuff, people play it differently.
Everybody has a different house rule.
Yeah, and
True,
then
true.
there are the casino rules, which are kind of just the universally accepted ones.
Yeah.
But not everybody plays with those.
Yes, the same thing with Uno. Like it comes with instructions, people. But everybody has their
Ain't
own.
nobody reads that
Everybody
damn thing.
loses the instructions.
Everybody has their own form of instructions. Google it. How many people do you think Google Uno instructions?
Uno. Just one.
I don't know. It's probably me.
That's right. What are the instructions?
I don't know. I think there's too many rules in poker. It looks like fun, and I remember at one point in like high school, I tried to learn the rules. Like I was like I wanted to play poker because I thought it was real cool. Because my dad played it a little bit here and there.
There's so many different
And-
forms of it too.
Yeah, and like my friends at school would play it sometimes, or like they would go out and just kind of like hang out, like just play it for fun. And I was like, I just don't fucking know the rules.
I just kind of stick to Texas Hold'em because it's one set of rules I have to remember, and then that's it.
Okay.
Me,
And I can't like show somebody my cards like this is a good hand.
and they're like,
The thing is,
you should fold. You should fold.
you just always pretend you have a good hand, then everybody else folds.
Bet. That's why they say
It
you have
doesn't
a-
always work.
That's why they say you have to have a good poker face, right?
Yeah,
True.
bluffing is really important in poker. That's another reason I like poker, because like other card games that you gamble with, like blackjack, for example,
I like blackjack.
that's probably like 8 to 10 like luck.
Mhm.
Whereas poker is the other way around. There's a little bit of luck, but it's mostly skill.
Man, it's gotta know how to play it.
Unless you're playing at a casino, then
Like you
it's just
can
rigged
be
against you.
good at poker.
Yeah. Like
You
there's
can't
different
really
ways.
be good at like craps or blackjack.
Mhm.
It's all just kind of where you put.
And, like
It's luck.
poker,
luck.
you choose when to bet, and like you can fold pretty much.
You
anything.
choose how much to bet and all that. Yeah.
But like you said, there is like a little bit of luck involved because of just the hand that you get
Yeah,
drawn.
there's some luck.
But it does depend on like how people react.
It's
Unless you count cards. Is that illegal?
I've never heard about that. I've never like, well, I've heard about counting cards, and I know it's like you shouldn't be doing that. But there is a way to do it.
well, you
I don't
shouldn't
know.
be doing it, just not in the casino, because that's how you get kicked out.
How do what is? I
It's
don't
not
even-
necessarily cheating.
I
It's
don't even know what
basically just
It's
memorizing.
very frowned upon.
It's memorizing the cards that have been played and estimating the cards that are left in the deck.
Oh, so there's been like 3 aces already been played.
Yeah, and you have the last ace, then you know that nobody else at the table can have an ace. So
Oh.
you're not supposed to do it in a casino because that's how they lose money, is people that know how to count cards. But like,
How do you manage that?
Be Rain Man. You've never fucking seen Rain Man? Rain Man is a movie, I believe it was 1996 with Dustin Hoffman and Tom.
Oh yeah, I know that.
It's a good movie. I think
it
it was
was me with
1996.
Warcraft lore.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all talked about that. Give me Rain Man.
Okay.
But anyway, it was a good movie. Watch it.
Never heard of it, but okay.
Okay. So yeah. So
Or
that's
is it-
our random
or
topic.
how about, is it like that moment in The Hangover where the dude's at the poker game and you can see like math going around him? He's like,
You know what that
Yeah.
was
Is that-
referencing,
like that?
right?
What?
That was referencing Rain Man.
oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, nah, Hangover reference.
Oh my gosh. Youngsters these days. Kids these days.
We're literally only like 2 years apart. So
I've never seen either of those.
Oh, see,
fuck.
he's
That's it. You're going back in the bag.
Get back in the bag.
I don't know.
That's it, everybody. Do the outro, Asa.
That's the show.
Bag's over there.
Thank y'all again. He tells you where the bag is.
Do the outro, Asa.
That's the show, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram because we're on there now. I'm trying to learn better with that. He is escorting our guest.
Tell them about the social media and when the next episode is.
I stream on Twitch.
Follow. Plug yourself.
It's in the description.
Don't you fucking plug yourself, goddammit.
Follow us on social media. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Twitch TV.
You have a good day. Thank y'all again.
Bye.